Driving for hours, they finally arrive at a parking lot about 2 miles from the abandoned hospital. They will proceed to move in on foot to reach their destination. The group comes across an old water tap coming from the ground. Mike reaches in his small black book bag to get an empty water bottle. "I'm so damn thirsty right now," he says, while gathering water from the tap. "I don't know if that's a good idea, Mike," Sam points out. "It's fine. Not like anything can happen from just a quick drink of water," he said with complete confidence. "Okay, let's keep moving. The path can't be too far from here," Tony insisted. A dark, treacherous path, made of dirt, is the only way to get to the hospital without having to go through the thick, dense woods. "If anyone wants to change their minds, now is your chance," Mike said. Everyone looks around. "Let's do this then," Mike adds on. The group all rush out the woods and down the path. Everyone all blacked out, not a single bright color on their bodies, so they don't attract any unwanted attention. Mike takes lead, as always, while the rest of the group follows. Creeping through the dark woods, Ashley can't seem to forget the feeling that something is wrong. "Why exactly are we doing this?" she wondered aloud. "Don't be that person, Ashley. We all want a good time. We're here to have fun. Like I said, don't be the one to ruin the night," Mike snapped back, quick and irritated. "Cool it. We're just trying to have a good time. We don't need you being an advisor," Tony said back with confidence. While the group continues to walk through the foggy, moist woods, with a hint of awkward silence lingering in the air, they all move quietly and swiftly. "I can see the hospital from here. We should probably head back. I don't feel too good about this," Chris had a thought. "Chris," Mike said back with a bit of anger and disappointment. "Sorry," Chris replied with a quiet voice. Sam and Tony, a smart couple, are very strong together. They tend to stay together and think beyond the group. "Sam and I will take point and scout ahead for any security," Tony suggested to the rest of the group. "That's fine with me," Mike replies with a sense of pain in his voice. Tony and Sam move ahead and separate themselves from the group. "Why did Mike sound like he was in pain?" Sam asked Tony. "I thought I was the only one who realized that." "Who knows? Maybe we're just thinking about it too much. Probably nothing." "Yeah, you're right," Sam agreed. The two moved towards the abandoned hospital. They began to cautiously stare at what was left sitting untouched after 1893 during the Spreakers outbreak. Swiftly moving across the perimeter, the two have reached their destination. After getting to the hospital, they find a little opening in the fence and enter the area. They sneak through, hugging the walls of the unsettling sight. "Look," Sam says, pointing to a broken window that leads into a room. "Okay, let's go. It's getting hard to see with all this fog." The couple enter a room with papers scattered everywhere, patient documents and information about the past just sitting there. The couple were quick to pick them up and examine the room. A generally small room with wires and plaster hanging from the ceilings. Everything from desks, cabinets, typewriters from a few decades ago were just thrown across the area. Tony picks up a report, wrinkled and old. He began to read the report. Time passes as the two are steadily studying the papers and their surroundings. Suddenly, a loud scream came from outside in the distance. Sam and Tony were quick to look in the direction in which the emphatic noise had come from. "What was that?" Sam asked in fear. "I don't know. Come on, let's just go." Tony acting brave. He did not want to seem scared in front of his girlfriend, but in truth, his bones rattled with fear. As the two rush out into the woods, Tony begins to spill out all the information he has about the infection. This has caused all their patients to die within days. The infection caused pain and most symptoms to take place in the small intestine. The pain was said to be the worst pain you would ever feel. Since pain was so unbearable, the infected would go psychotic, as their brain could not register the sheer pain they were experiencing. The brain shut down in a way to prevent the nervous system to report what you were feeling. This was a way of your brain keeping you alive. But reports say the patients wouldn't be the same after, he said as they moved swiftly through the dark woods. Unclear of what this meant, many speculate that the patient would go into a shock and wake up different, no longer themselves, as the brain was overloaded with all the pain and most likely damaged the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe made you who you are, Memories, thoughts, your personality is what makes you, you, he added on. So like a zombie, Sam questioned, like a possession of some sort of force, I don't know. Tony said, trying to connect what he knows with the rumors of paranormal entities taking over the host, those who were infected. The two stumble and trip countlessly, trying to find their way out, when they hear another scream, this time very close. They look out into the distance past a dead tree. Oh my god, it was Mike. He was standing next to Ashley and Chris. Except Ashley and Chris, two longtime friends, were no longer alive. Sam and Tony remained still and quiet. Mike was bleeding from his mouth and stomach. He was standing tall in the middle of the parking lot, next to the car. And what was left of Chris and Ashley, what is he holding? Sam whispered to Tony in the lowest frequency possible. A water bottle. An empty water bottle. Then Mike lets out an inhuman screech, much like a car with worn brakes, and then collapses. It's almost as if something had just left his body.